everybody, Chance here, and it's another race day. It's the Chinese Grand Prix at Shanghai, and yeah, this was a chaotic race, and I'll show you why. And for anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, yes, I watched the race already this morning because I woke up so early, super early to watch it. So yeah, let's get this underway. Otto takes pole. His teammate Raikkonen starts in front row. Bottas leading into third. So here we go. Vettel takes the lead in after first laps, and yeah, there are so many battles. There are so many battles. That's what I said last race, previous race. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I need to see each race to have multiple battles for position, because that's what racing is all about. Racing is all about getting into position and getting into position fights, and that sort of thing. So yeah, I like seeing that happening. And as for that one, it's kind of like this. Uh, like this race has been so chaotic. Like everyone wants to win the race just to try and go back up to the standings, and we see that Ricardo's been fighting. He's been fighting from I believe he started in top 10 position. He's up at 6th, and in lap 19, and Ricardo has been pushing. He's been pushing, so that's what I like to see. Like sometimes you need to be aggressive in order if you want to win the race. That's what Ricardo is doing. Hulkenberg passed off Stroll, but with fresher set of tires. So not only do I like the battle race, but there's also strategy going off because of how fresh your tires are. If because of how your fresh tires are, it leads to a huge impact in the race, and I like that one because I believe Hulkenberg set off to softs. I believe I don't remember that much. I think he went to softs or super softs because he's been flying past. He flew past Stroll, and yeah, throughout the race until the it was going good. I liked the battles until the 31st. The 31st lap is when the craziest comes happening. Gasly and Hartley, they're both Torossos. They collided against each other, and Gasly just tagged Hartley, and Hartley spun. So Hartley is out. I believe Hartley is out of the race, which sucks for him because he was doing really pretty good job at the race. And Gasly, sorry buddy, but if you think it's Hartley's fault, but you tagged him first, because the thing about this incident was that when you try to go into the hairpin, you have to watch somebody's line if you're going side by side, and you have to respect the other car when you're in which you're passing against. So that's been crazy for a lot. So Gasly didn't watch. I believe Gasly thought that was his line, but actually was Hartley's line. So I believe that it cost Gasly the race. But Hartley is still running, but he's in 20th place. So that's good. Even with an incident like that, you still have to keep going. And again, back to throughout the race, there were a lot of crazy head turns. But what I'm more impressed was Ricardo, because not to mention Ricardo had a bad season. I believe he had a bad season last year, and he, I wanted him to perform that well, and after at the start of the race, at the end of that qualifying session, he started in 6th place. So with him saying that, okay, he needs to win this race. Ricardo wants to win this race just to go back to his standing hunt. So he's been doing that one. Ricardo has every imaginable. He passed the top two. He passed Hamilton in lap 44, and then in the next lap, it was Vettel, the championship leader. The championship leader, Ricardo passed him, and I believe he was getting close. He was getting close to winning, of course. And in the same, and I believe in some same lap, I believe, or a few laps later, it was Bottas was in the lead. Ricardo was on the hunt. I love his aggressiveness. So yeah, and if you just to let you know, guys, if you don't, if to be honest, if you say that the race is boring or something, or after the race like this, then honestly you don't deserve to watch auto sports or auto racing, because basically you don't deserve it. You don't know how hard they try to be aggressive, try to win the race here. But here's the crazy part right here. Here's a crazy part right here. Lap 42. Hamilton needed new tires his teammates were not stopping him. Didn't pull him into a pit stop. What's the point of keeping himself in the race mode, like keeping himself in the front of the pack at the race, if he's not going to have any fresher tires? Because we saw what Hulkenberg did when he had fresher tires. He went past Stroll, and he made a huge impact in the race. And so yeah, Hamilton. I can see where Hamilton is going at, because he was passed by Ricardo due to him very old tires. So I don't know why that happened. But then lap 43, Vettel, the championship leader, he spun out by virtue of Verstappen tapping him. Verstappen hit Vettel. And basically Vettel just dropped down to P7 behind Hulkenberg, and that really hindered his race. So basically, Verstappen was trying to blame Vettel for the spin out hit, and basically Vettel. That's why I liked Vettel, because of his character. He said he didn't need to say anything, because he's gonna let the stewards handle the situation here. He's not gonna complain, just like people in general, of course. And he's just not gonna complain at all. He's gonna let the race directors just to handle the situation for him. So that's good. And and then another crazy thing, lap 45, Ricardo is behind Bottas, who's in the lead. Raikkonen's in third, and Hamilton in fourth. But in the next lap, however, Ricardo was in the lead and made a brilliant pass against Bottas. So basically, I like where he was. I like his drive. I like how aggressive he was there. So yeah, they didn't have to stop there. Even though he could celebrate the moment that he's in the lead, he still has a race to go on because it's still going on. So that's good. By the way, if you hear me coughing, I'm still sick, so yeah. And Verstappen, it was not a good race for Verstappen because was given a 10-second penalty for that would be added to his race time. So basically, he's very well going down the order, and yeah, that was pretty good though. And the race was being pretty crazy. Hartley, of course, Hartley had to retire due to the earlier collision. There was damage from the collision of his teammates, so that sucks for Hartley. He had the guts to go on for a while, up until 5 laps remaining, but he couldn't hold on any longer, so he's out of the race. And the winner of the Chinese Grand Prix, it belongs to Ricciardo. And then it was crazy drama right here. Alonso overtakes Ferrari, but there was lockup down. However, they think there was another incident. So yeah, and basically, Bottas beats Raikkonen, and Verstappen crossed the line in fourth, of course. But assuming that it's Raikkonen, he drops to fifth, moving Hamilton to fourth. So no, that was Verstappen because Verstappen had a penalty for hitting Vettel. So yeah, the podiums were Ricciardo, Bottas, and Raikkonen. That was crazy. First win for Ricciardo. I gotta say, it was actually Ricciardo's day. To be honest, he drove really hard. Shows how aggressive side he is in terms of the racing car, how he takes care of the car as well. So yeah, that was good for him. And let's take a look at the results. Ricciardo with the win. Bottas in second place. Raikkonen in third. Ferrari. So, rounding off the podium. Followed by Hamilton in fourth. Verstappen in fifth because of his penalty, of course. Hulkenberg is sixth. Alonso seventh. Vettel with a surprising eighth place finish. So he's still in the top 10. He still got some points, but not the much points that he wanted. Carlos Sainz in ninth. And Magnussen finished out the points finish with 10th place. Ocon in 11th. Perez in 12th. Van Dorn in 13th. Stroll in 14th. Third in 15th. Ericsson in 16th. Grosjean in 17th. Gasly in 18th. And like Hugh or something in 19th. With Harley had to retire with five laps remaining. So yeah, that's the race. That was crazy. That was good, and I could see why it looks like that good. By virtue of the driver's standings, Lewis Hamilton, he crunched that number down from Vettel and himself up until 9 points now, and because of that win, Ricciardo skyrocketed to fourth place. So that's pretty good for him. He's making his charge. He's making his claim. If he wins another one, and Vettel somehow may go on the low points, Ricciardo might take the lead of the driver standings. Like, it shows how swift. It shows how crazy it's going to be. It shows how unpredictable the season's going to be this season. So yeah, that's crazy enough for driver standings. Constructors, Mercedes and Ferraris battling it out, and they're battling out within just 1 point from each other. So judging by in the constructor standpoint, how crazy is as well. So that's good enough. So yeah, that's the race, that's Chinese Grand Prix. Hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, like this video, give it a thumbs up. And comment down what you think of the race, because I'd say this is a pretty good race. This was a pretty good race because of the fact that it's been chaotic. So many position battles, so much drama in the race, and of course, so much of the fact that there was strategy and the position battlings were put into play here. And of course, subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'm gonna see if I could try to get more gameplays out because I've been playing CW 2005 stuff. Let me know if you want me to go through them and upload that to YouTube, because I had something in mind about that one as well. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the race, and we'll see you after we'll get talking after the Azerbaijan in the European Grand Prix.